Alright, so what we got is tonight I'm putting together a Iron Rock Offroad adjustable track bar with a flex joint, which looks like this. Typical 14mm hole for the JKU track bar, front and rear. Plastic cones that the flex joint fits into, and 8 3/32 Allen screws that will tie everything together in the end. I have red Loctite for the end of the screws to keep them in place. I've got some premium heavy-duty bearing grease to lightly coat the inside races and the ball of the flex joint, and I have a 3/32 1/4" drive Allen head so that I can properly torque the little screws to 20 inch-pounds. It's a pretty simple process from reading the instructions, which I have handy right here. Simple. First, it says to verify the fitment per the fitment section, which I've already done, and they're talking about if you're running a different track bar than a different Iron Rock track bar. Well, this is the only Iron Rock track bar that I've had. So then I insert the 4 socket head cap screws into one end of the race. Race should have a spherical bore facing away from the end cap, which that would be, this is the end cap, this is the race, and there's the spherical center, and you just put the 4 screws through that to make one side of the assembly with the spherical facing inward, which that's what the ball is going to ride on. Then it says install small assembly into the track bar outer bushing tube. The races are a light press fit. Use a wide punch or hammer to assist you if needed. So now I'm going to put it in here as such. And I didn't need a hammer, it just slid right in. Tight. It wasn't an easy fit. It just didn't slide in. Okay. Next step. Apply a thin coat of multi-purpose grease to the ball and the spherical mating surface of the races. Coat both mating surfaces, but leave no excess grease that would interfere with the thread locker adhesive on the bolts. So we'll take a little dab, we'll put it on the inside race. So that it has a nice clean surface to ride on. And we'll also put some on the ball itself. It doesn't need much, there's not a whole lot of room in there. It just needs something to give it that sleek. Alright. So that's nice and lubed up. Easy peasy. Next, place the ball into the race in the housing. The ball should fit the contour of the race perfectly. Insert the other race on top of the ball. Before I do that, I'm going to lube up the other race. That race in here. just like I set the other one up. Put the ball inside. And we'll slide them all together. A lot of moving parts going on right now because you've got to slide the mating surface together. You got 8 screws that you don't want to fall out. All right. So we have the joint. Voila. But before I tighten anything up, I guess I should put thread locker on. So we'll go ahead and do that first on this side. Okay. A little dab of red Loctite on each end will suffice. Slide that in. Get that thread started. The next one. Nothing ever goes as planned. Come on. If something didn't go wrong, then it wouldn't be me. At least I didn't crank all that crap down until it was tight. Alright, so that's that side. Let's pop these out since I've never started the threads. Put a little bit on each side of these. Then we'll be golden. £20" it says. Crank these down to. Once I get the thread tight on, thread locker on it, Jay's getting a pretty good overhaul. He's got both the front and rear track bar adjustable from Iron Rock, and upper and lower control arms with the flex joints from Iron Rock, and Deutsch Tech pre-runner 6-inch lift hydraulic shocks as well. So, all right, now I can even these all out. I don't want to get them too tight because, as we know, 20 inch-pounds isn't a whole lot. I just want to get those surfaces all flush. And I can go through with the torque wrench and put them to the correct torque. Iron Rock says that the flex joint should move stiffly once it's together. So okay, that's pretty stiff. So now we're gonna crank it down to 20 inch-pounds. So now that I can get it to 20, I guess you're just gonna have to watch the whole process. That's 10. That's 20. So I did 5, 10, and then to 20. And I'm going crisscross as well. I'm not just going around the horn. Too much fun. Alright, that's one side. Torque to 20. Let me torque this side. Bear with me. I don't do these videos very often, so this is like my first one. So it might be crap, but you know what? It's mine. You can learn right along with me. Alright, that's 20 on all of them. Let's go back and double check to make sure that they're 20. Yep. 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 And number 4. Yep. Now the other side. Double check. little bit more because back and forth, it's gonna, I do one side, it's gonna tighten, and then it's gonna loosen the other side. Alright, so now I got 20 on all 4 of these. Go back to the other side and make sure they're still at 20. Yep. 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 All right. One more time. No movement. 20. No movement. 20. No movement. 20. And no movement. 20. So that should be 20. Solid 20 on all of them, with no additional movement once I go back to the other side. So they should be good at 20 inch-pounds per the Iron Rock instructions. Alright, now what it says, install the second end cap, we did that. Insert a little less, make sure they're snug. Yep. Torque the sequence crisscross, I just did that, like torquing lug nuts. Tighten all 8 evenly in small snips, I did that. Take your time, do not tighten. Take your time, do not rush. Tighten all 8 screws to 20 inch-pounds, and that's what I did. And it is pretty firm, as they said it would be. So I need a screwdriver, which of course I don't have. So I'll be right back. Alright, somewhere in these instructions it says the ball should pivot smoothly with even resistance in any position. It should require a tool such as a screwdriver to pivot or rotate the ball. Screwdriver. Rotates good in all the direction. I like it. One done. Iron Rock Off-Road out of, where are you guys out of? Just outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Great little off-road company. They got some of the stoutest stuff that is out on the market, and that's why I went with them. So that's my first track bar adjustable end with their flex joint. I'll do the other one and you don't get to watch because I've already made enough of a fool of myself. So peace.